Hey everybody, John Harvey here. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I know you guys are really busy with what you're doing out there in the internet marketing world. I just wanted to thank you for stopping by to hang out. I'll try to keep this brief as possible. Just want to share some things with you. First of all, I'd like to say welcome to my page. I hope you find this video very enlightening and informative, and I hope you get a big blessing out of what I'm about to show you. First of all, let me tell you, I'm a regular guy. I'm in internet marketing just like you. Been going through life struggles. But before I begin on that, I want to show you what I do for a living. Okay, look here. This is my job. This is what I do for a living. I am a over-the-road truck driver. I've been one for a long time. As you see, there's my steering wheel, there's my seat, and as you see, this is my office and my bed. Forgive the messiness. I just didn't make it up this morning. but this is where I live, and this is my desk where I work out of every day. Yes, I am a regular career-driven person. I've been doing this for a long time, as you can see. Getting heavy on the bit side, right? But to make my point clear, some of you guys out there work 80 to 90 hours a week, 70, 80, 90 hours a week to get a paycheck, but are missing out on the things that mean the most to you, like family time, taking vacations, doing stuff like that there with your family, and spend some quality time for yourself. As a driver for this country, we're constantly moving freight back and forth across the United States to give people goods and services, like everyday things like food, clothes, water, anything you can think of was delivered by truck. So we are constantly on the road, constantly to fill the need, those gaps that people need in their life. But over the years, as I got doing this job, I've missed big events, my family, reunions, vacation times. I've even been through 2 divorces. I mean, excuse me. Let me wet my whistle here. Because I'm always gone. And in this lifestyle, all you're doing is pushing freight across the country, and that's all you're doing. You're driving daily, taking showers at different locations across the country, at different truck stops, always behind the wheel, for your next load, for your next assignment. It's a never-ending cycle, and you're missing. And before long, you got months, even years go by without you even realizing it. And that's why I started looking to other avenues of making money. At the beginning, I was doing Q-Star, which is Amway, and they was telling me you get all this stuff for a price, and you go out and tell others about it. They can join your business to get some money for yourself. Okay, sounds like a good idea, so I tried it. I said, hey, listen, guys, I got a way of making money. If you want to join my company or join with me, you can make a profit too. And they told you to go to your friends and family and people that you know and write down a list of everybody you know, and you try to sell them all this stuff. Well, my family are a very skeptical family. They're very hard on their dollar, so they're like, no, quit that. You don't need to be doing that. I mean, there is no way you can make money outside of what you're doing. But I see every day that people are making money, millions, in fact, on the internet. I was like, why can't I do it? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me that I can't do this? I think I can talk pretty well sometimes. But other times, I can be real convincing. But I wasn't making the kind of money that all these big name gurus were making. And then something happened to my life that dramatically changed me. It changed me for, I don't know, the worse, and at the same time the better. My mother, who I adore, is the best thing in my life. She's always supported me every step of the way. I mean, I'm working 3 jobs, sending me to school, going to college and military, and she worked her butt off to provide the kind of life that she never had. Her family was very poor, but she worked and worked and worked all her life, and finally things were going her way. I was making progress, and all of a sudden something terrible had happened. Back in February of this year, my mother got handed a letter from the court saying that her land was in jeopardy, that was being taken and sued by my uncle, who was also in my family, regarding the state of the property that she lived on. Now, my mother paid out of the nose for that property. It was an agreement, a verbal agreement set up by her and my grandmother. So my grandmother would have a place to live because she was about to lose her land. My mother said, well, I'll pay for the land. Just give me the deed when I pay for it. And that way it will stay in the family. My grandmother agreed because she needed the money to help pay for it. So she did. But come February, we found out that there was no will drawn up about it, or there was no will, there was no agreement drawn up about it. There was no paperwork showing that the bill of sale was actually took place. The only thing my mother had was receipts from my grandmother, who signed, and you have the part where it says paid in full, and we presented that as evidence to our court system, show that she paid for that land. Well, the judge looked at it. He said, I believe everything you're saying. I believe that you paid for this land. I believe that you worked your butt off for it. I believe that you done everything you said you was going to do. The problem is there was no drawn up paperwork to the deed. So the deed reverted back to the will, which my grandma had written back in the 80s before my grandpa died. They said when she died, the land will go to the 9 kids, divided up equally, for them to sell to make some money. That was her gift for the world, her gift for her kids. But the whole thing took later between my mother and her about the contract, verbal contract. The judge looked at us. He said, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. He goes, there is nothing but receipts here. I don't know what these receipts are for. They could be for anything. I had no other choice. He said, I believe everything you're saying, but the law is the law. So the deed reverted back to my uncle, who was the executor of the will, and had my mother kicked off so he could sell the land. Everything she gone. Like that. Did it hurt? Better believe it. Was I angry? More than anybody else on the face of the earth, but is there anything I could do about it? No. That gave me the biggest reason why I had ever had in my face. It was just something that I had to do. I had no other choice. I had to generate some extra money so I can provide my mother a better place to live without her living on the street. So my job became my only lifeline to that, and getting deeper and deeper in debt, trying to help her. Well, I met David Dubbs, Susan Batkelder, and my mentor now, Rex Harris. All these 3 people, backtrack a little bit, and Melvin Pierce. All these 4 people showed me there was a better way of making money. Showed me there's a better way of actually doing something with my life other than driving a truck and getting my life back. That spiraled way out of control. So I followed their advice and got the education I needed, because that was the one thing I was lacking. I had all the tools, just didn't know what to do with them. And it came down to a lot of classes, a lot of webinars, pulling my hair out so you ain't got much left. A lot of determination over months and weeks. at a time. I'm like, this is getting me no place. I was struggling. I wasn't getting anywhere. I was mad, trying to figure out what I needed to do. I stayed up at night crying because I could not get to where I needed to get. But I kept pushing on. I kept driving. And this morning, it is 7/25/2014. Whenever you walk in this morning it happened. I woke up and looked in my inbox and saw all this stuff where people had made these payments just by following one simple technique that Rex had showed me. You get all the tools, apply the knowledge. Apply the knowledge, and the next morning I woke up. I was like, what? I immediately went back to my company's website and see if it was real. And sure enough, $1,000 was sitting in my bank account. And I could not tell you the emotional I was going through. I mean, it surged through me like nothing else. Anything. I was like, I'm finally getting it. I'm finally getting there. I was like, it's not $1 million. It's not $500,000, but it was $1,000 on the plus side. All that money that I was spending came back to me tenfold, and it was amazing feeling. And I immediately thanked everybody that was involved in that, including my Lord and Savior. It's an amazing feeling. And now Rex tells me, now share what you learned with others. Just share it. Don't be stingy. Share it. And watch what happens. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm reaching out to you, showing you there is a better way for you. Take my hand and let me guide you. If not me personally, someone else that you might know that can help you. I'm reaching out to you because I want to show you what I've done, and in turn you can show me what you've done, and maybe we can build something together, something extraordinary, something for the average day people, something for the hard workers out there. It's time to stop with the madness of these corporate people losing their jobs, 401ks gone, pensions gone. This country is turning inside itself, and people are begging for this type of information, and I'm sharing with you. I want to help you. I want to help others, and in turn you help others. Can you do that with me? Use this one simple technique. As you can look, this is a beautiful splash page that was taught how to make. It was very easy to do, and how to go about using that through solo ads and safeness. And when you finally get the fine tuning you need, it all makes sense. And it'll all make sense to you. Hang out with us. I'm on Facebook. My name is Johnny Harvey. Add me to your friends list. I'm the bald-headed guy with a suit on. You can't miss me. And learn what I've learned. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for your time. Let me help you. In turn, help others. I'm as real as it gets. I want to help as many people as I can. That's my destiny. And that's my goal. To get everyone out behind the desk and enjoy life for a change. Isn't it time you joined life and had some fun in your life and be home as a home dad or mom or whatever you decide to do? Isn't it time for you? Come join us. Come find out. John Harvey. Bye-bye.